Hi everyone, Christina here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be playing with some brand new products from Design Miss You Stamp. This is from their January 2020 release. Lots of fun new products for you guys. I'm going to walk you through and show you some of my favorites and then get into the cart. So let's get started. Okay, so here are some of my favorites from the January 2020 release. First up is this stamp set from CZ Design, Kathy Zielski. This is Like You words. I love those. And then you can use it with the Like You dies. I think this is a really great pair, and I kind of really want to use it on a card soon. Similarly, there is this Miss You die, and here it is, what it looks like. That's how large the dies are. And you have all those different pieces to put the greeting together. Next up is the Peony Bouquet. This is a stencil. I'm going to put it on top of some green cardstock here so you can see the design, since it's a little bit hard to see in the packaging there. Really large peony flowers. I think it's going to be really gorgeous with some ink blending. We also have the Heart Garland background. This is perfect for all of those Valentine's Day cards that are coming up, or just for anything in general with this kind of love theme. Next is the stamp set from CZ Design. I love this one. It's called Miss You Missy. I have so many friends who live in other parts of the United States that I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of this stamp set. In fact, I think I might have to stamp some just to have on hand for any occasion, really. And last but not least, we have the Botanical Heart stamp set. This has a really, really large heart image plus a smaller one with some kind of intersecting heart lines. I'm going to use the really big flower heart today. I've got some Arches cold pressed watercolor paper in my Misty stamp tool, and I'm going to be stamping this huge heart in VersaFine Onyx Black ink. I'm using this ink in particular because it's waterproof. I'm going to be watercoloring the image, and I want to make sure that my ink from my stamp isn't bleeding or smearing or smudging. I'm going to ink up the stamp and then press it down on the other side onto the watercolor paper with my fingers. Now, I did press down on this stamp quite a bit. In fact, I stamped it, I think, 4 times in a row, and I still wasn't getting a really good impression because it is so detailed, and also because of my watercolor paper. Arches watercolor paper is very textured, so eventually I actually used my elbow on my Misty tool and kind of like really pressed down with my elbow, and that's when I got a really good impression. My friend Kathy Rakusen told me to do that once, and I was like, really? That seems excessive. It was not in this case. It was needed. So after I stamped that and I kind of dried it with my heat tool, I did tape it to a hard board to prevent any warping. And I'm going to be painting with paper fashion watercolors. I've sped up the video so you can enjoy the painting process. After all of the painting was complete, including those stripes, I took the A7 layers dies from Waffle Flower and I cut this piece out so that I could put it on top of an A7 card or a 5x7 card. So I ran that through my Gemini Junior machine. I had that scratch paper in there, and I'm glad I did, because you can see that black ink from my stamping did transfer onto that paper. It's just the pressure from the die cutting machine that does that. To the touch, it was dry. It wasn't smearing on my hands or anything. I created a black card base, and then I adhered my watercolor piece or panel with some foam tape. So I'm going to press that down, and I'm going to be working on the greeting for the card. I've taken some black cardstock, that same black cardstock I used for the card base, and I'm prepping the area with an anti-static powder tool and then stamping one of the circle images from the stamp set in Versamark ink. Versamark ink is perfect for heat embossing, and I wanted to add a little bit of a gold color to my card, so I'm using some gilded embossing powder from Brutus Monroe. This is a really beautiful gold shade. It's not too yellow and it's also not too pale. After I stamped the circle, I then grabbed the Love You greeting from the stamp set, and I did the same exact steps by stamping it in Versamark ink and then adding some of that gilded embossing powder. Heat set that with my heat tool until it was smooth and melted. And then I needed to die cut this circle's greeting. Now there is a coordinating die set that goes with this stamp set. At least I think there is, but I don't have it. So I used the Nested Circles dies from Simon. I then took some vellum cardstock and stamped the multiple stripe image from the stamp set in Versamark and then coated that with that same gold embossing powder. I thought it'd be kind of nice to have this stripe border going across the card as well. So I trimmed that out, and then I was able to fold it around the card and adhere it on the inside of the card so that it holds in place. I then put my greeting on some foam tape and then press that down directly over that border stripe. And that finishes the card for today. Everything is complete. All of that watercoloring and stamping and heat embossing. I hope you guys enjoyed today's card. I love that big, huge floral heart stamp. I think there's so many different things you can do with it. I hope you guys will check it out. Just so you know, all of these products are available over at simonstamp.com, and you can click over and see everything over there. I hope you guys take a chance to look at the new release. There's so many fun products that we've come up with for you guys. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I've got 2 more cards on screen for you. These are going to be Valentine's Day cards. Valentine's Day is the next holiday coming up when I'm filming this, so I thought I would share with you some more Valentine's Day cards to check out. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys in another video very soon.